always be interested in others. Starbucks turned a 40% profit loss into a 200 gain by asking one simple question and really caring about the answer. During their biggest crisis, instead of focusing on cost cutting, and they invested in understanding their customers, their employees, and their lives beyond the coffee. What transformative insights would you discover if you started showing genuine interest in everyone you met? Companies that cultivate a culture of genuine interest are 50% better problem solving and stronger team collaboration, and there's higher innovation rates. The difference between market leaders and followers often comes down to not who's paying attention to the people. And that's such an important resource. One of our greatest assets is our people, and one of our most expensive. Now, my father used to drive me berserk. He used to be one of those people who would talk to anyone and everyone, and would insist on introducing them and telling them all about them. And I didn't understand till later that this was one of his great strategic strengths. He had the ability to really start to learn and listen to people and really create a truly caring environment so that they could talk and they could listen. And he found out fascinating and amazing things. And I found that that's carried over to my life. And you start to learn about people, and people are amazing and unique. There was a guy who was a cook at the local diner who was actually a pro fighter for a while and stopped violence because he liked cooking. And some of his cooking was spectacular. And we would go to the diner. That was my father's favorite place to go. And he would always, insist that the cook come out. He would get there at 4 o'clock in the morning, and there was no one else in the restaurant at the time. So they would come out and they would talk about life and the world and everything else. And the stories this chef could tell, this cook could tell about the world and prize fighting in the world, in not just America, but all over, were priceless. And no one else had asked for it. So as a help, I was thinking about coming up with a list. And what we've done is created that list, and it's down in a link below, and you can download this. And it's a number of questions, and these questions then become conversation starters. But let's not do the standard conversations. Allow yourself a little bit of flexibility. Allow yourself to become an art of questioning. So instead of saying things like, how was your weekend? Say, what moment of your weekend would you love to relive? What's the most interesting thing you discovered recently? What story from your weekend would surprise me? Instead of saying, what do you do? Ask, what part of your work lights you up the most? What problem do you most enjoy solving? How do you discover what's in that path for you? Or what's the most interesting thing you've learned about your family lately? What traditional or habit brings your family most together? What's something your family taught you recently? Instead of saying what's new, what's been capturing your attention lately? What's something that you've changed your mind about recently? What new perspective have you gained recently? Or how's your day going? Instead, say something like, what's been the most unexpected part of your day so far? What's something that made you think differently about today? What's the moment from the day that you'd like to remember? All of these give you the opportunity not to have a rote conversation, but also to be able to have interesting introspection. Ask that question and watch them light up. Watch them think. My favorite is when someone says, wow, that's a good question. Another one of my favorite questions is, what is the thing that's inspiring you most right now? Or what are you working on that excites you the most right now? Because everyone likes to talk about what they're excited, what they're interested in. And instead, all of a sudden, you've built a connection. You've built a way of communicating. You've built a way of how you're moving forward. And it's so simple, because now all you have to do is listen. You listen, you bring things in. And if you really want to get good at it, you bring it back. You said you were interested in this earlier. Is that connected to this? And you've got someone who wants to share with you. You've got the ability. So always be interested in those people. Always be interested in what can be done. Because all of a sudden, it gives you the ability to interact with these people, and you will start to find out amazing things. You'll build friendships, and you will build lifelong working partners. I have the unique ability to work with 23 of the best people in the world, and they are all over the world, and I know what's going on with them. I know their uniques. I know their habits. I know what they enjoy. I could do better at it, absolutely, and try. But in many ways, I go to work as a community and as a friendship and a knowledge, because I know this will all expand. And I hope you do too. So what I'd like you to do is download that document and do me a favor, try out a couple of those. It's super simple. It breaks the continuity. It's not always the same thing. You go ahead and try that and listen to the conversations and find that fun story. When you do, in the comments below, share it with others. Share that success so we can all learn and gain. Let's continue that conversation. I look forward to talking to you soon.
Thanks for tuning in to today's episode on the Strategy Session, where we take your business from stuck to unstoppable. Here's another video I think you'd enjoy. If you found these insights valuable, remember to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell for notifications on our latest videos. Remember, you're not just marketing, you're making history with Venture Gain.